Ladies and gentlemen, I know the weather is nice out. Thank you all for coming tonight. I appreciate it. Before we start the night off, as we start the night off, we have 3 track athletes that waited for tonight to sign the letter of intent to run track at the college level. I don't know if they want to speak when they're done signing and reveal where they're going, because they wouldn't even tell me, so I don't know. But we have Brianna Burrows. We have Joshua Keaton and Emmanuel Frimpong. Did I pronounce all of them correctly? So we'll start off with Brianna. If you want to come up briefly and kind of tell people where you're going and then sign the letter, or reveal however you want to reveal. All right? You're going to speak, okay?
Let's go, Brianna!
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. My name is Brianna Burrows, if you haven't heard me, and I'm a thrower of the track and field team. Today I want to discuss the history and future of my athletic career. I've played a lot of sports in the past: volleyball, basketball, softball, along with track. And with each sport, I've been given a lot of support from my parents. Whether it's been getting me to practices, games, or meets, with a teammate or not, they've always made themselves available for me to get the chance to succeed in the sports I'm involved in. And for that, I'd like to thank them first. For even with their busy schedules, they set aside time to allow me to be a part of the Hornet family that has helped me grow so much over the past few years. When it comes to the Hornet family, it's not only made up of teammates and coaches, but friends and mentors. No matter the sport, I've always enjoyed the experience each has provided me. So with that, I'd like to thank the Ralphs, with Coach Brown, and even Coach Jay next. After all, I was originally a hurdler. But also because they never gave up on me. They were the building blocks that got me to where I am today in track, and as second in the state and top 50 in the nation. All in all, I've met so many people that have supported my journey and led me to the decision that I'll make today. I'd like to announce that I'll be committed to Chicago State University.
All right, next up, Josh Keaton.
Good evening, Hornet families. Thanks for coming out tonight. My name is Joshua Keaton. I'm a senior captain here for the track and field team. First and foremost, I want to thank God for blessing me with this opportunity. I'd like to thank my parents for guiding me through this whole journey and shaping me into the person I am today. I want to thank my coaches for being there every step of the way, motivating me, pushing me, and to be a better athlete. I have a special thanks for Coach Ralph for introducing me into the sport. In the beginning, Coach Ralph told me he would be able to get me to college. Right then and there, I gave it a shot. He helped me every step of the way. So big thanks to Mr. and Mrs. Ralph. With that being said, for the next 4 years, I'll be taking my talents to Chicago State University.
I kind of see a pattern. I don't know if you guys see it. I see a pattern. Next coming up, Emmanuel Frimpong. Please come up.
How's it going? How's it going? My name is Emmanuel Frimpong. I don't go to school. I go to Pathways. First, I'd like to give thanks to God. Second is my coaches, Coach Jay, Coach Nelson, and Coach Brown, and also Coach Ralph. I'm not really from here, but they accepted me with open arms. And I just like to see I'm taking my talents to UConn, and that's what we have.
Please take the opportunity to sign your letter of intent with us here tonight. We'll get you an extra pen.
I stole it, bro. I stole it.
You took it? I want to thank them for sharing their big news with us, and I want to congratulate them on their future endeavors. Good luck. Playing a sport, it's not all about obtaining a scholarship, but it does help, right? If you do get a full ride or a partial ride to anywhere, anything, playing at the next level is a privilege for anybody that gets to that next level. So again, thank you for sharing that with us. That was great. And to continue, I believe it was about 4 years ago that I started as the athletic director of East Hartford High School. This class, this winter class, has been very successful throughout these 4 years. Okay? I mean, the banners are in here now. We had our girls basketball title, we had our boys wrestling title. We had a lot of state records. We have multiple all-staters. So it's been a pleasure to be part of this winter class. You guys are very accomplished as athletes, as students, as people. It has been my pleasure to be part of your journey, to watch you grow, and have built some of the relationships that we have built. And I hope that if in the future you ever need anything, that I'm available and be able to provide you with any assistance that I can provide you. Or the athletic department in general provide you with any assistance. Because you guys have brought a lot of success, have actually put East Hartford back on the map as far as athletics go, with all of our programs that occurs during the winter. So I want to congratulate you on that. I wanted to make sure I didn't forget to mention that. I think that's a big accomplishment for our winter athletes. And I will continue with our program. As we move forward, I'm going to ask the coaches to come up, introduce each sport, and they'll give a brief synopsis of their season. We'll acknowledge all academic athletes in the cafeteria. I'm used to the auditorium, in the cafeteria. We'll acknowledge all state winners, all state accomplishments. This year, I started a new trophy, an MVP trophy for the season. So we'll acknowledge all that in here, and then we'll break out to our rooms to have our individual accolades. All right? Normally I don't see everybody. This is great. I never get to see everybody in the auditorium. I think I like this venue better. I get to see faces and nods. So without further ado, we're going to start our all academic athletes. We're going to start off with cheerleading. If Coach Romero and Coach Ferreira to come up to call that.
Hi everyone, my name is Adriana Romero. I am the cheerleading coach. So just kind of a brief sum up of our season. This was my year back. I took a year off last year, came back this year. This is also the second group of seniors that I am seeing graduate all the way from freshman year all the way to the end, so that's super nice. This season was a huge turnaround for us in general. A lot of things changed as far as dedication goes, commitment goes, and the talent. This was definitely our building season, and I can't thank the seniors enough for doing all their part that they needed to do, because they really put a plant into everyone's heads of like what needed to happen in order for our team to be successful. And with their help, I think the younger girls also kind of pick up on that really, really quickly. And so we're excited to see what they're able to do next year as well. All right, so without further ado, the all academic team, Sophia Hernandez. Due Vargas. Carly Matthews. Liana Rivera. And Gabby Sanchez.
All right. So we have our boys basketball coach, second year boys basketball coach come up, Mr. Gittens. Come up to pass out our athletes.
All right, so those that don't know, Pete Gittens, second year in the program, boys basketball. It's been a ride. It's been interesting. We had a success this season. I believe it's one of the more successful seasons that we've had, what East Hartford has had in, I say, the last 5 or 6 years. And that's a kudos to the kids that are in the program that worked as hard as they did, put up with my yelling and screaming, tantrums. One thing I want to talk about, when I decided to apply for this job, you know, one of the things on my mind was about culture, winning, like getting the winning culture back in this market. Many years ago, I was a behavior manager here, and they had some success. And the school was thriving, athletics was thriving. And when I decided to apply for the job, I said, we got to bring that back. And when I got the job, I talked with St. Just, and he said, you know, it's going to take some time. We're not looking at it to be immediate. We just look at improvement. And I said, no, we got to bring it down. So we tried to put a plan in place to do so. We had some pitfalls, we lost some kids. But I would say that overall this year, I'm extremely proud of the guys that we had. One of the things that I kept preaching is being all in. If you look at our shooting shirts in the playoffs, our shooting shirts on the back of them said all in. And what we mean by that is we wanted everyone not to focus on their individual accomplishments, but focus on our one goal, which was to win and compete as hard as we can for every game that we played. And I think you got to see, those that came to the playoffs, I think you got to see that start to come to fruition at that point where guys really was only focused on winning. We had one mission, one goal. And we had some success. We didn't get as far as we would have liked to. But I'm extremely proud of the guys that they fought, they competed. And thank you for allowing me, listening to me, and working hard for me. So with that being said, my academic first person, boys basketball is Jaden Bennett Clark. Cole Lincoln. David Rivera. Justin Victorian. Tristan Walton. Joseph Winston. Congratulations.
Might as well continue the tradition with basketball. Let's bring up our girls basketball coach, Coach Jonathan Mayette, assisted by Coach Anaselli and Coach Krause, if they want to come up.
Good evening, everyone. So first and foremost, I do want to say it's a privilege to not only be a coach here, but being a social worker today, I get to share space with all these student athletes. So tonight is about you. So everything you've done throughout your whole season and the whole year, whatever sport you do, I hope you take a moment to reflect and give yourself credit. Admin and the athletic department, anytime I don't have to see St. Just, I think it's a great time. And so it's crazy to think we came in 4 years ago together, and I went from the penthouse to the outhouse, and he keeps going up. So I gotta have a meeting with him to take his notes. But going to basketball, seniors, I know Talia, is Gracie here? Chanel, I saw Chanel, where you at? Haley, starting with the starting five and everyone else. I'm gonna give you something to think about, and then we're gonna talk about it in the breakout room. But so much happened in our last game against Manchester, and it made me think, winning is not easy. And we all think and expect kids and student athletes to perform and win every time. And I thought it was easy. 4 years ago coming in, I won. And we had a great team, and it really brought East Hartford together. And 4 years later, in a different place, I realized you still find valuable lessons, you learn lessons when you lose. So even though our record was not where we wanted to be, I think there were so many lessons that I hope the girls could take from that this season, and as well I know I did. I just hope, again, we can reflect and continue to grow. The three things that go with that, first and foremost, I say this all the time, your points or your shooting percentage does not determine your worth. So whatever sport you do, you're allowed to have bad days. It does not determine your worth. Second to that, you have to be present and not perfect. So for all you student athletes, continue to go through that grind. And last but not least, you're 100%, and I'm coming as a father, as a professional, your 100% is not going to be the same every day. And if you continue to show up for yourself, you're going to realize you'll be proud of who you are and what you accomplished. So following those three things, we're going to transition to the all academic. So starting with Christine DeFord. Second, Talia O'Neill. Next will be Celia Rojas. Leah Schomer. And then Farah Shahab. I do gotta say, it is great to know all the student athletes on the basketball side. Academically, they're great student leaders on and off the court. So this is no surprise to me, but congratulations, girls.
All right, just keep moving forward. We'll go girls indoor track. Okay. We'll do girls and boys indoor track together. Coach Brown, assisted by Coach Ralph. There's Coach Jay here. There's Coach Nelson. Okay. All right. There's Coach Ralph and Coach Brown.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Mark Brown, head track coach here at East Hartford High School. I would like to first and foremost thank the athletic department, thank the administration, and also thank the parents, especially Mr. Cohen and Ms. Davis, if you're here. I'd like to thank you guys for the dedication and support that you gave this program. Without you guys' help throughout the season, I don't know which way we'd win. The other thing I would like to just talk about is just the dedication from the kids that we have here. We have a young team, but they work very hard. Indoor track is usually basically a setup for outdoor. And the way our kids perform this indoor season is exciting just to think about what outdoor is going to bring us. We keep missing that state title, but we're very close. And I'm sure with the dedication from this program and from these kids in this program, that we are going to be able to move forward in the outdoor season. There's two people I would like to kind of shout out, two of my athletes, and that's Brianna, if you can stand up, please. Brianna came to us was 2 years ago. Like she said, she was a hurdler, she was a sprinter, and then she kind of transitioned over to the throwing. One thing that impressed me in regards to her is that not what she does on the field or in track. She's a two-time state champion, all conference. But what really impressed me about her is she does all the hard work in. And she's an IB student, and she's boasting a 4.1 GPA, and after doing all that. We have a new, I think it's her second year with us, she's a sophomore. It's Cam. Could you stand up for a minute? Cam. Celine. There you go. Again, with just the hard work and everything, I'm really proud of her, what she does in the classroom, and she's boasting a 4.2 GPA. So with that said, again, I'm very excited about the upcoming outdoor season. Again, we're looking forward to just getting all the athletes out. We're doing a very good job with them. But for indoor, I thank you guys for what you did. I thank you for the dedication, the early mornings. We're arriving here at 6 a.m. and not returning to maybe 2 o'clock in the morning. That's a lot of dedication. That's a lot of commitment on the weekend from young individuals. And I thank you guys for giving us that commitment and for giving all what you give to this program. I'd like to just introduce my assistant coach, who's been with me now for 2 years. He's turned our program, our throwing program around tremendous. We was never East Hartford itself was never known for even having a track team. No one knew anything about us, but now we're known both in the state, all over the state, and most of all, we're known nationally. And it's contributed to our throwing team, our hurdle team, and our sprint team. So before I turn the mic over to Coach Ralph, I definitely would like to thank the people that made this possible for our team, the big turnaround for our team, and that's Coach Ralph, Coach Nelson, Coach Jay, and Coach Alex. Unfortunately, they're not here today because of prior commitments, but definitely, without them, our program wouldn't be what it is. So again, thank you guys. Thank you for everything that you do for the program.
Now I'm going to announce the all-academic team, starting with Brianna Burrows. I'm not going to mess up Chadima's last name, but Chadima, she's here. Naya Cohen. Alyssa, get out. Ariel Fletcher. Celine Cam.
Delgado. Amelia McDaniel. Emily Moctezuma. Precious Pretty. Princess Pretty. Bianca Ruiz Delgado. Joy Sidney. Vanessa Skirka. Jaden Acosta. Malachi Dunnigan. Rodrigo Jean. Oswaldo Guzman, Kristen Knightley, and Jaden Sanchez.
All right. Okay, swimming. Hopefully, this is here short.
All right, good evening, everyone. I'm going to get straight to the point. First, I'd like to start off by thanking the athletic department, Mr. St. Just, Ms. Johansson. You know, she's the glue who keeps us all going. I'd also like to thank both my assistant coaches, Sydney, our dive coach. She took 3 kids who had never dove in their life before and had them on the board, putting us in competitive meets with some of the best teams. And Anthony, same thing, teaching kids who have never really been competitive swimmers how to swim and, you know, competing by the end of the season. Every season I have a motto that we kind of go by. This year was leave your legacy, right? If you were a senior, you know, how are you going to go out? If you're an underclassman, how are you going to be remembered, right? And they lived up to that. Kind of highlighting that was at CCC's. 33 of 41 individual events were best times. All 6 relays were best times. And 5 people made the state tournament in swimming, which was awesome. So give it up for that. What's even more impressive is our swimmers are great students, right? We had, I believe, 12. That's over half the team, all academic, high honors. So when I call your name, please come on up. Khalil Ali, Nation Baptiste, Arian Chavez, Braden Portamonch, Jorge Miranda, Yusuf Owen, Brandon Quach, Martin Reyes Zorda, Enrique, Sebastian Rojas, and Nathan Schroeder, and Nathan Tipton. So congratulations, guys.
All right, as they get situated, let's have boys wrestling come up.
Hi, good evening. I am the head wrestling coach here at East Hartford High School. My name is Todd Albert, and I'm here with my assistant, Nick Candy. I'm going to give him a little shout out right now. This is his last year. He is I guess he's since retiring from coaching wrestling here. We came in together about 13 years ago, so it's kind of an emotional moment that I'm going to try not to have. If any students are out there, they know I don't get very emotional. But I owe a huge thanks to actually my other assistant coaches as well, but definitely to Nick. We've been through this ups and downs in this program. When we first took over, it was bleak, I would say, and this year was probably the best year that East Hartford High School has ever had for a wrestling program, which I will get into in a minute. But a big piece of that is to Nick, what he does in season and off season. So huge thanks. He's a huge part to East Hartford Wrestling program success. Thank you. Mostly. All right, so just going real quick, I'm a little bit more stat-based. Seeing that we had a very, very good year. We had like 21 seniors this year. Unfortunately, we're going to graduate all of those people. But being here for most of 4 years got us to the point where we are. So our season record was 21-1, which is one of our better records that we've had. We won the CCC North going 5-0, and the overall CCC tournament out of 27 teams, we placed first as a team and had 6 individual champions. Going on to the Double L State Tournament, as a team, we were runner-up state champs. We almost got back to where we were in 2022. Just missed it a little bit. But we have 5 individual champs. So I'm going to call their names. If you're here, please stand up. Start with Isaac Quiles. If you're here, stand up. Jacobs Mendez. Riley Storzer. Jeff Rivera. And Draven Roberts. Chris Manavani was runner-up. He was in the finals. Unfortunately, lost, but he was a runner-up state champ with double L's. These gentlemen all qualified for the State Open the next weekend, where we had 2 State Open champs. Again, Jacobs Mendez, Draven Roberts, around the way. Isaac Quiles and Jackson Rivera both placed 2nd. Riley Storzik placed 3rd, and Chris Manavani placed 6th. Those gentlemen qualified for the New England tournament, which is the last tournament of our season. As a team, we had our best finish ever. We placed 3rd out of 143 schools, which is pretty awesome. And we have a few place winners. Jacobs Mendez placed 2nd. As he's coming in, Jacobs Mendez, ladies and gentlemen. Isaac Quiles and Draven Roberts placed 3rd. And that's it. So definitely want a big shout out to all our guys throughout the years, assistant coaches. I also want to mention Mr. Penix, who is now our athletic coordinator. First year, I think he's doing a great job. I think we should give him a shout out. Right? All right. All academic team, Lewis, Brewster, Betancourt. If you're here, come on up. Jason Grados. Jacob Lawrenson. Mason Martinez. And Isaac Quiles. There it is. There's Draven, give a wave. Said your name like 3 times. Come down. Isaac Quiles, ladies and gentlemen. Baseball mode.
I just want to say thank you to East Hartford for letting me do this. Just one thing I wanted to mention. I went to high school here, and I kind of told the kids this. I really thought I was going to be a double L state champion. I saw it in my head, and I worked really hard. And 2 years in a row I came close, and then senior year finally I made it to finals again. I got beat. And I never understood how that happened. How am I not a double L champion? Everything in my head saw me doing it. And it just made me hungry through life, just knowing I had to work harder and harder and harder. And I took that work ethic with me. And then a few years back, I think that motivated me to come here. These kids here made me that double L champion. We got that trophy, I had it in my hand, and I brought it back to this school. So it ended up being true in the end, because they worked hard, and I worked hard, and I love you guys for that. Thank you for making my childhood so easy.
That guy is not a guy of a lot of words. So I'm very surprised that Nick stood up here to tell us the whole story. Thank you, Nick. That was heartwarming. Thank you very much for sharing that with us. All right. I know that most of you have been waiting. We did the all academic. Let's move into the all conference recognitions. So when I call your name, please come up. We're going to try to take pictures of all the all conference winners all at once. And then we'll do the all state. And then after that, we'll acknowledge the MVP trophy for the athlete of the season. All right. All conference. For cheerleading, we're going to start with cheer. Julia Casal. Andrea Cotto. Alicia Hall. Boys basketball. Justin Victorin and Tristan Walton. Please come up. As they're coming up, might as well get our girls indoor track. Brianna Burrows and Davian Johnson and Joshua Keaton.
Don't let us get him in the hallways for that. Don't say that. He still got the rest of his senior year. Not living this down. He got the rest of his senior year.
Wrestling. Let's get our wrestlers up here. We're going to get our wrestlers up here. Chris Grifo, Degas Mendez, Chris Montavani, Avery Porter, Isaac Quiles. If you're in the room, please come up to get your award. Yaxia Rivera, David Roberts, Jeremiah Santana, and Riley Storoza. These guys were on the basketball. Get more in the right spot. Try to get us next one. All right. As they take the pictures, I'm going to continue going on. So we can acknowledge the rest of the athletes. Right. Some people are going to have to come back up, but it's worth it. All state. Indoor track, Brianna Burrows. Wrestling, Jacques Mendez, Isaac Quiles, Garcia Rivera, Javen Roberts, and Riley Starosa. All right. All right. These three gentlemen sitting up here are wrestlers. Like Todd talks about the records, the accomplishment that has been done. I could not go throughout the night without acknowledging them the right way. They have, like I said before at the beginning of the night, this winter team, winter sports team, put us on the map as an athletic program. I must start off with Jacques Mendez, 3-time state champ, 3 times Class LL champ. It is my pleasure to be in the same room with you. Right? I mean, wrestling to me is one of the most difficult sports we have in the school. I go in that room and I lose 10 pounds. It's so hot now. But I'm not going to keep talking. Isaac Quiles, 4-time state champ. Can't say no more about that, right? And then we have Javen Roberts, 4-time state champ. And on his way out, he said, let me grab the state open, which is a good way to go out as a wrestler. So congratulations, gentlemen. As a state champ, I think you have to be recognized for your accomplishments, whether it's individual or as a team. So I can't say anything else about that. All right, as we move, the last award of the night. So, you know, I'm going to back up. I apologize. I'm going to acknowledge my seniors, because without you, this would not be possible. Thank you for giving us 4 years. Thank you for committing. Thank you to the parents for driving you back and forth. It's a long time to commit. If you look at how many hours you spent on the fields and in the classrooms to be successful, how many times your parents got to drive back and forth. So, it's a great accomplishment to be here for 4 years and participate. All right. For our seniors, we're going to go by sports. Amari Daniels, please come up. Jameer Hudson, please come up. Justin Vickery, please come up. I'm going to continue with our seniors. Girls basketball. Talia O'Neal. Talia O'Neal, please come up. Gracie Hawkins, please come up. Our cheer team. Diane LeBron Cubas, please come up. Sue Lozano, Carly Matthews, Julia Rice, Deanna Rivera. Our swim team. Ushan Baptiste, Jorge Miranda, Martin Reyes Orta, Nathan Schroeder, Nathan Tipton. And last but not least, our wrestlers, Chris Brifro, Jeremiah De Jesus, Jose De Jesus, Zacchaeus Mendez, Garcia Rivera, and Draven Roberts. These plaques are a representation of your hard work on the field and in the classroom and your dedication for 3 or more years to East Hartford High School athletics. All right. So just in case some of you seniors did not hear your name called, if you're playing a spring sport, I didn't forget about you. So if you're playing a spring sport, you'll be recognized during the spring season for your dedication, to the East Hartford High School athletic program. I did not forget about you. Again, these awards are 3 or more years of dedication on the field and in the classroom. All right, finally. I think everybody's tired of hearing my voice anyways. I'm tired of hearing my own voice. The last award of the night, and then we'll break out into our rooms. So I'm always trying to think of ways to help build our program, to help make it stronger, to help recognize our students for their accomplishments. And we had a conversation, and I said, what about we have an MVP for the season, right? From all the accomplishments that we have all year, from all the different sports, someone that stands out, not only academically, but stands out on the court or in the field. It's always a battle. And I tell you what, the decision is always made by classes that you've taken or your GPA. You can be the greatest athlete, but if your GPA, the classes that you take, does not come close, then it makes it challenging to vote for you above somebody else. And the person that is being recognized tonight is Zacchaeus Mendez as the MVP for this year's winter sports. Zacchaeus Mendez. Jake, this trophy is not for you to take. We'll take your picture. It'll be displayed. It'll be displayed. You'll be remembered. As we close out, I just want to say thank you to all of you. Thank you to my coaches. Thank you to Ms. Johansson for putting this together. Thank you to my volunteers. This doesn't happen without you guys. Right? I can go on and on about all the people that helps out every day. My phone is ringing all the time. I'm getting emails all the time. That's part of the job, and I embrace it. I get yelled at all the time when there's a mistake. I get a pat on the back if I do something right. All part of the job. And to never lose your cool no matter what. I try not to, even though I always speak my mind. Anyone that knows me will tell you. I'll be upfront and honest about anything. But without you guys, I'm not standing up here. I'm not passing out all the stuff that I'm passing out. You're not making me think to find different ways to acknowledge our athletes.